you? Do you like tips? Do you like strategy? I am so obsessed with the idea of making you the biggest Disney World expert in your life that it keeps me up at night. That's why I am back today to make you the best at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Let's start this amazing day of tips and strategies for Disney's Hollywood Studios at the very beginning. That's right, friends, rope drop. Good morning after an intense rope drop here in Disney's Hollywood Studios. This is the first tip of the day. Keep an eye out for the left-hand lanes at the front gate of Disney's Hollywood Studios during rope drop. Because the left side of the gate is reserved for early theme park entry for Walt Disney World resort guests, those are closed off when you first arrive for rope drop, and you're going to be asked to line up in one of the right-hand lanes. But if you stay in the leftmost lane, you will be one of the first people who is able to move over to the left when they start closing those lines from early entry and opening them up for the rest of us, for those of us who are not staying in a Walt Disney World resort. So as each line opens, the closer we get to the time the park opens for everybody else. Today it was 9 a.m. The more lines they start to open, and you get closer and closer to the front every time they open a line, if you time it right. Please don't push people. Please don't push people out of the way so that you can be the front. But if you are patient, if you believe in magic, if you believe in the reality that they will continue opening those lines the closer to park opening we get, you will probably find yourself in the front or very close to the front of one of those lines, and you will be the first one out of the gate at actual rope drop. All right, friends, we are doing something different. Yes, we are rope dropping Disney's Hollywood Studios, but because of our Genie Plus lightning lane strategy, which involves stacking, starting with our first reservation for Slinky Dog Dash a lot later in the day. In fact, I keep modifying it later and later and later because I want to get us there at sunset, because I think that's the best time to ride. But because of the fact that we're focusing so much on stacking our lightning lanes for later, we're rope dropping something that normally you wouldn't hear us recommend you rope drop. But I'm showing you some tips and strategy today that are outside of the box. And you know why? Because I think it's the best way. This is my new favorite, #1 recommendation, how to do the parks. We're gonna stack our lightning lane reservations for later in the day, and we're gonna start with literally everything else. And today, that means starting at Star Tours. If you watched our tips and strategy video for Magic Kingdom and for Epcot, you know that we did a similar strategy. We tried a similar strategy, and that is going with some of the rides that might have maybe like a 15 to 20 minute wait later in the day, and going ahead and getting those out of the way, not using lightning lane reservations on them, and just hopefully walking on them in the morning by rope dropping. Now, Star Tours is an amazing ride. I mean, none of these rides are what I would call, I don't know, bad rides or anything like that. They're just not epic thrill rides, the likes of which people normally rope drop in Walt Disney World. So this is kind of counterintuitive, but at the same time, it's like hyper intuitive because of the fact that everyone else right now is rope dropping Rise of the Resistance. Everybody's rope dropping. Oh my gosh. That reminds me, I have to book our individual lightning lane reservation for Rise of the Resistance. Oh, hold on, put a pin in that. And this is the slowest you're likely to see Tatooine traders all day. This is a very popular store, exit through the gift shop style, and you can get all your cool Star Wars merchandise here. And if you're a big Star Wars fan or have one in your family, you've got to stop here, especially some of this amazing, unique artwork, like that piece up there, which is original, and yes, $15,000 for that piece. That is the original, and you can buy it here at Tatooine Traders, along with more down-to-earth pricing on merchandise, if you will. Boo! Get it? Oh my gosh, let's go on another ride. Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run is easily a ride. Oh my gosh, it's a Vi and Chewbacca casually walking through Star Wars Galaxy's Edge as they do. This is definitely a ride that people would book a Lightning Lane reservation for. We certainly could if we wanted to, but I think since we're walking by and it's a posted wait of 15 minutes, which could be code for walk-on, or it could be code for literally it's a 15-minute wait. But either way, 15 minutes is great for this ride. 10 minutes, and I am just about to head in and be assigned my role on the Millennium Falcon.
Smuggler's Run before, you know that I always rate the experience by how traumatizing it is for my body. And that one was up there. That was a wild ride. That's a weird exit sign to be pointing towards the wall that doesn't go anywhere. So listen, it's gonna be wild sometimes. Sometimes it'll be smooth. It just depends on a lot of factors, and mainly those factors are who your pilots are. And I think we had great pilots, but it's just, you know, make a couple of wrong moves and you are in a whole other kind of ride. All right, Alien Swirling Saucers has a posted 10-minute wait right now. Let's go check it out, because if that's the case, we've gotten 2 rides out of the way that can get some pretty long wait times later in the day. They're also competitive where Lightning Lane reservations are concerned. So we're freeing up the need for that competitiveness for rides like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, etc. So this is our version of the Fantasyland rope drop for Hollywood Studios from Magic Kingdom. And so far I'm loving it. Walking up to Alien Swirling Saucers, standby wait still posted as 10 minutes. Good morning. It looks longer. It looks longer than 10 minutes. Are we gonna be foiled once again by this? This is like classically the ride that has a wait time that's posted as one thing and then it ends up being an hour. This looks like an hour wait to me. Okay, I mean, it's been 8 minutes and we're already in our preloading area. So I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong, and I also love being proven wrong in instances like this when it means saving us time. Wrong, wrong, wrong. I do want to point out the last 2 times we attempted this in a video and the wait times were way longer than originally posted. Only this side of the ride was open. This side was not in operation. So both sides are back open. If that helps you gauge at all based on your experience, when you see the line over there, come on over, walk over. It's exposed to the outside. You can see both sides. We could have done that and had a clearer picture of what the wait time would have been, but I'm glad to find out both sides are operating today, and I hope they're operating the day that you visit as well. Okay. Okay. Pizza. Yeah. It's a whip you around kind of ride.
It's officially a tip. Rope drop the low-key attractions in Disney's Hollywood Studios, just like we recommended in Magic Kingdom and Epcot. Stack those Lightning Lane reservations starting at 7 a.m. We're going to talk about that in just a second. And enjoy riding these rides that people wouldn't necessarily think to rope drop, but that's what makes them so awesome for rope dropping, because other people aren't doing it and you're able to practically either rock right on them, or in the case of Alien Swirling Saucers, get on so much faster than you would if you rode standby later in the day. Let's talk about stacking Lightning Lane reservations, especially in Hollywood Studios. This is definitely a tip and 100% a strategy. Wow, it's both in one. That's awesome. You are going to want to be up before 7 a.m. You're going to want to purchase Genie Plus for everybody in your travel party. Today for Hollywood Studios, the price was $21. And that's only $2 cheaper than for the park hopping version, which was $23. Then at 7 a.m. we were able to book our first Lightning Lane reservation, which we did for Slinky Dog Dash. The reason we recommend doing Slinky Dog Dash first, especially if you are stacking, is because it is the ride to fill up first, basically. So it's going to offer you the latest return times in the day, earliest. Today it wasn't that early. It was only about 11:40 a.m. that we were offered initially. So what we ended up doing was booking that for 11:40, but then modifying it, and I'm still modifying it, to later in the day because of the fact that I actually want a late time for stacking purposes, but also because I want to ride that with you at sunset. I want you to see how beautiful it is. That means because we have that reservation booked so late in the day that we're able from now on to book another reservation every 2 hours as long as we keep going later in the day. So every 2 hours we're able to make another Lightning Lane reservation. And so we have this really intense, fun night of rides where we just jump from one to the next using all of our Lightning Lane reservations that we've stacked during the day. So that's what we're going for. I'm gonna go find us a show to sit down and watch right now. And then we have our alarm set because we booked our first Lightning Lane reservation at 7. You're able to book your second 2 hours after the park opens if your return window isn't within that first 2 hours of the park opening. So 11 a.m. our alarm is set. We are going to book our second Lightning Lane reservation, and I'm still modifying our Lightning Lane reservation for Slinky Dog Dash till later so we get that really beautiful sunset. Our next strategy, go see the early shows. It is just 10 minutes before the first Beauty and the Beast live on stage performance of the day, which is 11 a.m. We are going to walk in, standby, no Lightning Lane reservation, and not having queued up early to get a good seat, and see where we get to sit. Advantages of going to the first show of the day. Definitely, you have a lot of options of places to sit, even just a couple minutes before the show starts. Actually, you could have come in as the show. I was using the garbage can. You can come in as the show's starting there and truly get a great seat from the experience we had today. So, highly recommend Beauty and the Beast live on stage, first show of the day. The other thing that Sage told me, because I texted him a picture of the cast and I said, this cast is amazing. And he said, oh, you're at the first show of the day. That is notoriously fire in terms of everybody feels great. They're fresh, and it's kind of a warm-up show a little bit for the cast. So they feel free to kind of play a little bit. And I was cracking up more than I've cracked up in a very long time on that show. So everything about the first show of the day at Beauty and the Beast live on stage is absolutely the way to go. Definitely one of my tips for Hollywood studios. Now, the reason, if you're like, why are you walking so fast and out of breath? It's because I'm trying to get over to the Hyperion Theater in the 3 minutes between when we were able to exit the Beauty and the Beast show and when the 11:30 performance of, for the first time in forever, a Frozen sing-along starts. We have less than 3 minutes now because I've been talking this whole time, but we'll see if we get in. People are walking in. We'll see. We might be the ones that get cut off, or we might be the ones to walk right in and get this awesome double feature. Okay, I don't want to get too excited yet, but it looks like it's gonna happen. The door's open, people are walking in. Welcome. My gosh, not a second to spare. Something you won't be able to do, we're learning right now, is walk from the Hyperion Theater over to Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular to catch the 12 noon performance. Actually, it is only 5 minutes after noon. I think we could have done it, and maybe that's a challenge for a future video, but I kind of like that, the bouncing from one entertainment offering to another. We could actually go in here now. Should we do it? Should we just keep the ball rolling? Literally, let's keep the ball rolling and walk into the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular and see what it looks like if you walk from the 11:30 presentation of the Frozen sing-along into the 12 noon Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. Just an hour and a half, we saw the 3 major live shows in Hollywood studios, and we didn't wait a moment for, okay, we waited, I guess, about 8 minutes for the first one, for Beauty and the Beast live on stage. So I'm pretty dazzled by this, and I have to say that if you are here on a day when these shows are scheduled this way, always check the schedule. But if there is an 11 a.m. at Beauty and the Beast live on stage, an 11:30 at, for the first time in forever, a Frozen sing-along, and then a 12 noon for the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, geographically, it's possible without running to make it to each on time. I was a little bit late. I was a few minutes late getting to the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular because I was swapping my fuel rods, to be perfectly honest. And that's why we were walking in just when the ball started to come for Indiana Jones. But otherwise, if you were just to jet straight out of the Hyperion Theater right across to the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, you would have been there in plenty of time. We just got so much done. It's incredible. Well, now we have some time to chill and decide what we're gonna do next. Just an update with our Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway Lightning Lane reservation. I've modified it twice so far, and I've gotten us as late as 2:45 so far, and that's great. We're gonna keep modifying it, and the reason we wanna go ahead and get that reservation, look, it's Daisy Duck. Are you kidding me? Hello. It's very hard for me to not stop her every time I see her and remind her that I named my dog after her. But I think she's heard it from me enough times now where she's like,
I get it, Breedlove. You named your dog after me. I'm a duck, and you named your dog after me, and that don't impress me much, in the words of Shania Twain. You make a reservation and modify it, you still get to book your next Lightning Lane reservation 2 hours from when you made the initial reservation. It doesn't reset as you modify. So that's really important and really key to us being able to do this stacking for today. And now we're just casually walking behind Chip and Dale, and Chip is wearing an Indiana Jones hat, and it is cool. And we just saw Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, so this is like immersive, I guess. Cross immersion. Anyway, good to see you fellas. You know what? It's hot. We're next door to it. I think this is the perfect time to visit Walt Disney Presents. Walt Disney Presents is a really actually amazing exhibit of artifacts from the history of not only Disney parks, but Walt Disney, the actual human who started it all. And One Man's Dream is a really cool short film narrated by Julie Andrews, which you can see once you are at the end of the exhibit. It's a walkthrough exhibit. You can really take your time. Pictures of Walt as a child. Here is the original Main Street USA model for Disneyland, circa 1954. Something is missing. I think it's the Jungle Cruise model. Where did it go? I'm gonna investigate. Okay, cast members believe it's being cleaned right now, so that's good to know. It will be returning to this spot, and when you're visiting, hopefully it will be here for you to look at, because it's really cool. The original Disneyland Jungle Cruise model. And all the way in the back is the Walt Disney Theater, where you can watch One Man's Dream. There's a clock, a timer that shows you a countdown, 3 more minutes until the next presentation. And this is an area where you can see costumes from, like, actual costumes from actual movies. Right now they're showing costumes from the Haunted Mansion movie. Official tip: experience Walt Disney Presents and One Man's Dream when you are in Hollywood Studios. Not only is it very cold inside, so you're getting yourself a great bit of rest and some really, really good air conditioning, but you are experiencing part of Walt Disney's life in a way that is both interactive and entertaining. And I can't recommend it more. You have to, please stop in there, especially because you have all this time, because you're stacking your Lightning Lane reservations for later in the evening because you are a genius. Well, you know what my genius brain just remembered? I'm saying this sarcastically. We have an individual Lightning Lane reservation for Rise of the Resistance, and our time is now. Our window is upon us. So we are headed back to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to ride one of the best rides in Walt Disney World, if not the world, Rise of the Resistance. We purchased this individual Lightning Lane reservation for $20 this morning at 9 a.m. when the park opened. There is at least one ride in each park that offers an individual Lightning Lane for purchase, and the only one in this park is this one right here, Rise of the Resistance. The posted standby wait for this right now is 45 minutes, which is not bad for Rise of the Resistance, let me tell you. But I'm sure glad we don't have to wait 45 minutes. We get to walk right in. Rise of the Resistance, as the kids say, slaps. Yeah, I said it, I used that vernacular, and guess what? I feel that way. It really hits you with an intense amount of
immersion and special effects and physical thrills. It is not for the faint of heart, but it's also not so intense that you shouldn't push yourself to try it at least once, because it's truly one of the most amazing things you'll ever experience. It is epic. And you know what else is epic? a little movie called Muppet Vision 3D, which was truly epic. I mean, it was mind-blowing in its time and continues to be a great source of fun, nostalgia, and air conditioning for guests here in Disney's Hollywood Studios to this day. They do offer Lightning Lane reservations. I don't think you should use one of them on it. It tends to be a 10-minute wait, and that's about how long it takes until the next movie starts. So we're gonna go next door to Muppet's Courtyard, and we are going to watch Muppet Vision 3D. But I do want to say hi to my friends at the Gelato Cart because I'm insufferable and I can't come to Muppet Courtyard without stopping here. I'm not getting a scoop today because I'm not feeling hungry, but I do want to check what their flavor of the month is, and I love them, so I just want to say hi. So definitely come by here. You have to get the Pog. It's the iconic flavor. We recommend a scoop of the Pog with a scoop of the mango, which is the current flavor of the month. If it's a different flavor of the month when you're here, it might be even better with the Pog. Who knows? Go with the flow. So just an example, it is a posted wait time right now of 10 minutes posted, but there was an announcement outside that the show starts in 5 minutes. So you're never far from a Muppet Vision 3D. 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
So only 3 minutes, and this is a must-do. This is a Breedlove must-do, and this is a tip. Don't use your Lightning Lane reservations on the shows. Don't use them on Muppet Vision 3D. Don't use them on Frozen Sing-Along. Don't use them on Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. Don't use them on Beauty and the Beast live on stage. And don't use it on the Little Mermaid show if that ever comes back. I don't know, maybe do use it on that. Who knows how new it will be and popular. But anyway, got our 3D glasses. The original color purple from Magic Journeys at the Magic Eye Theater in Epcot, 1982. In this theater, there aren't hidden Mickeys that I know of. There are hidden Fozzie Bears.
Waldorf, what are we going to see in here anyway?
It's one of those 3D movies. Put on your glasses, Statler.
Yeah. Hey, look! Look at the guy in the goofy mask!
That's not a mask.
Oh, sorry, lady!
Muppet Vision 3D should absolutely be a priority for you if you are a huge fan of the Muppets. I think it should be a priority even if you're not a huge Muppet fan. If it wasn't your generation or whatever, I understand. But if you build your day the way we are, with all of these stacked Lightning Lanes for later, you really do have all this free time during the day to hang out and luxuriate and chill. And actually, speaking of doing all of those things, I think we should get a very super secret soda we've talked about in videos before.
Here at Baseline Tap House, you are going to find craft beers, and you're going to find a menu of small plates, small bite menu, snacks, bar food, whatever you want to call it. But you can also find a really unique soda on tap called the Barilitos Strawberry Hibiscus Soda. And not only is it on tap, like soda tap, it's run through a beer tap. So it has this really interesting consistency. The fizz is very unique, and the soda is really delicious. And if you purchase this soda, you keep the cup and get free refills for the rest of the day. So let's get some of this right now. And here it is. And I can't wait to drink this again. It looks so good. It smells so good. Of course, this is the location of my #1 favorite ice water in all of Walt Disney World. I did not get a cup of that yet. I'm gonna have this first. I'm gonna sit out here. I'm gonna see if any friends visit me. I'm not gonna do a spoiler alert. I don't know. They might not actually end up coming to visit me.
So it's $4.59 a serving, which is expensive for soda, obviously. It is an international soda. I mean, it's a Mexican soda, so it's not United States soda. It's imported and it's special, you know? So that being said, you can go to Club Cool and taste international sodas or sodas from outside of the United States for free. But you do get free refills, so $4.59 spread out between multiple refills. I don't know, we'll count and see how many we get today and divide it up and see how much we paid per serving. But from a flavor standpoint and in terms of the consistency, or not the consistency, but the texture of the carbonation, it's really unique and really, really, really delicious. I love it. It could not be more refreshing.
I came inside for a pretzel, so I am stopping by my favorite ice water in all of Walt Disney World. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm spieling my pretzel, and these two beautiful people just showed up eating something from another planet?
Yes.
Whoa, far out. I'm drinking something from Mexico.
Pretzels in Disney World are a plant-based treat, so that's why I like going periodically and getting one of the good pretzels in one of the parks, because yeah, it's like eating a loaf of bread, but we're in Disney World.
Okay, I've done it. I've eaten the pretzel. My friends have left me, so I'm alone, and I wanted to let you know that I am very close to the secret goal I've had today, which is getting 5 Lightning Lane reservations stacked at one time before we start to use them. And in less than 2 hours, we will be at that point. Okay, here's my first refill. So divide the amount by 2. That's how much each has been now so far. See, that's how math works. You know what's right across the way here that would be really fun to do right now? Let's go meet Mickey and Minnie starring in Red Carpet Dreams. Shall we? I think we shall. There's a posted wait time of 35 minutes. This is not an experience that offers a Lightning Lane reservation option. So if you want to meet Mickey and Minnie in Hollywood Studios, you get in line.
It's so good to see you. You surprised me, and
You weren't ready for it, right?
that was real magic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Minnie surprised me by popping her head around the corner, and I wasn't ready, so I didn't capture it on camera. But it was like,
There we go.
real magic.
Hello, Mickey. It's so good to see you. Yes, I have you and your friends on my shirt. So good to see you. I love your environment. Wow, it is beautiful.
Oh, I know. All the magic, you know?
The magic. I thought you were guiding me into a pose, so I did that too.
We can do magic poses too. Yeah, show off your magic fingers like that.
That was kind of an unhinged but very fun character interaction with both Mickey and Minnie. I think it's probably the not the mood I'm in, but maybe where I'm at regarding or because of heat and walking a lot. But so I guess exhaustion. But you know what? That was really fun.
Red Carpet Dreams posted 35-minute wait time. We actually waited about 25 minutes. I consistently experience that it will be a little bit shorter than what's posted there. And you've got to meet Mickey and Minnie. You get the 2-for-1, one wait for both in 2 different environments. Really, really special. I'm going around the corner now to see how long the wait is to meet Olaf, because that would be really fun too, and we definitely have the time. We've got a posted wait time of 20 minutes for Olaf. That's pretty darn good. And we are going to set the timer and see if it's even that long, because it doesn't look like it from the queue outside. Good to see you. Are you having a great day? Oh, good. It's so good to see you. Amazing. Met Olaf in 4 minutes. The posted wait time was 20. That is great. Again, stacking these Lightning Lane reservations for later in the day. It takes some thinking. You got to stay on it. But once it is done, you get to let go and ride rides and have fun. And that's what it's all about. Are you picking up what I'm laying down? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Also, yes. It's been a Chippendale day and I love it. But we are headed into Star Wars Launch Bay, and we are gonna see who all we can meet in the period of time we have before we start riding rides again, using our stacked Lightning Lane reservations. Star Wars Launch Bay, like Walt Disney Presents, is a museum of sorts with amazing air conditioning. The air conditioning is so good, I can feel it from here. Like, it's cold right here. And we're outside. And it's cold because the air conditioning is so good. This is excellent HVAC. I wonder if it was fully replaced since this building opened in 1989. First up, to our left, everybody's favorite Wookiee, Chewbacca. Posted wait time of 15 minutes. I will set the timer. This looks like a shorter than 15-minute line. Oh, either way. Okay. Darth Vader posted 20 minutes. And you know what? This looks like a 20-minute line, so I will set the timer to see for sure. But I have a feeling we're waiting 20 minutes.
Your service to the Empire is appreciated. Your loyalty is expected. Now, continue.
Am I posing? I'm the weirdest person in the world. Who did I become when I just was in the presence of Darth Vader? Someone strange. Posted wait 20 minutes for Darth Vader. Ended up meeting him in 12. How cool. Now BB-8. BB-8's the best of all, and he only has a 10-minute wait. Maybe because people don't realize he's up here. But let's go see him now. I'm gonna set, hello. I'm gonna set the timer. Just me. Thank you. Oh my gosh, this might be a walk-on. Hello. Yes, I would love it. Love that. Thank you.
Come on over.
Tell me where's the best place for me to sit?
Either side is fine.
Hello, BB-8. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Am I allowed to?
Yeah, you can put your arm around him. We just want to be careful of his head.
You're the nicest, BB-8. It's so good to see you again. Yeah! Whoa, I know. You know, it's so funny. I have the easiest time talking to you. Yeah, out of all of the characters. I don't know why.
He's very clear in his intentions.
Well, if I thought I acted weird before, meeting BB-8 brought out a whole new level of energy. But let me tell you something. That's
A tip, for sure. Use your extra time to meet characters like we just did. Don't just sit at Baseline Tap House and have a bunch of beer. Get out here and meet characters. We met Mickey, Minnie, Olaf, Chewbacca, Darth Vader, and BB-8. And now we get to start our magical hours of nothing but rides. And I feel so great. Wow. If everything works according to plan now for the rest of the night, we will have done more today with this strategy than we did on both our no phone challenge and our fewest steps challenge. This is going to be our biggest day yet. Now I should knock on wood, because every time I say something like that, something goes terribly wrong. Rain clouds. You know what's on our list that's right next door and I think has a show starting right about now? Disney Junior Dance Party. Oh yes, it's true. And I think we're about to have this experience once again together. The best news possible has happened. The most comfortable benches in Walt Disney World are open. These, I joke, okay. This is the Disney Junior Dance Party. This can get packed, and these can get packed with parents sitting and watching their kids have this experience. But what's nice is we can come here and sit in the corner and sit on these luxurious, I say they almost feel like beds. I mean, they're like so comfortable that I want to lay down and take a nap. But we can see our cool characters that we love from Disney Junior, and spoiler alert, Mickey Mouse closes out the show. But this is a really fun show this is a party for kids, basically. And it's entertaining for adults as well. And it's especially great for adults because we have these very comfortable benches to sit on. And that's what Disney Junior Dance Party is all about for me. The air conditioning and the very comfortable bench. Is the Disney Junior Dance Party a must-do for you? That really depends. Do you have kids? Do you have small children? Especially Disney Junior age kids will absolutely go nuts for that. It's a dance party just for them. Anyone older, it's really fun to see the characters, especially Roadster Mickey. That's going to be the only place right now you can see him in Walt Disney World. And it's air conditioned and there's a nice seat and it's something to do. So if those things sound good to you, then yeah, I would prioritize it. In just 4 minutes, we will be able to book our 5th Lightning Lane reservation stacked. We will have 5 Lightning Lane reservations stacked at one time. A beautiful thing to see and a really fun thing to experience. And then we will start our ride marathon on that one right there, straight ahead. Even if you're planning on riding standby right now, you are in luck. 25 minutes is great. I mean, spectacular. Almost unheard of for Tower of Terror. We, of course, have our first Lightning Lane of the day that we are about to redeem. That was amazing. So fun. I love that ride. Since 1994, I love that ride. Also, new hidden detail in the exits that I've never noticed before. Doll found on the stairs. Glasses found in the library. Luggage found in lobby. And a most unusual camera found in room 1216. Confirmed by a cast member, all of those items are references to episodes of Twilight Zone, including that doll, which is a real talking Tina doll. Imagineers don't quit. I'll just put it that way. They keep making everything the best, always. All right, it's time to go next door now and ride our second ride, Rock and Roller Coaster. Oh no, yeah, okay. There was a cast member standing out talking to people, warning them of something, and indeed, it appears that G-Force Records is closed for business at the moment, which means no one is riding Rock and Roller Coaster. All right, so we've been issued a select experience lightning lane reservation for Rock and Roller Coaster. My intention is to use it for Rock and Roller Coaster because that is one of the rides that we need to accomplish. But if we can't, we'll use it for something else and ride something twice and have the best time. Right now we have to get over to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because that is our next lightning lane reservation, and everything was packed so tight that we can go ride it right now. We don't have to wait. Let's do it. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is the newest ride in Disney's Hollywood Studios, opening in March of 2020, just about a week before the closures due to COVID. So, got a rough start, but it has proven to be an enduring favorite for a lot of people. And it's a little controversial because there was a very beloved ride here, an opening day attraction called the Great Movie Ride that had tons of animatronics that were recreating like famous movie moments. And it was awesome. People were really attached to it. But there is no question in terms of popularity, this ride is a lot more popular than Great Movie Ride was towards the end. So I think they made the right choice, even though it was sad to see that go. Time for our next ride. We don't have any time to think about how great that was. Just kidding. We do have time to think. We have all the time in the world to think about how great that was. It's a fantastic ride. We've got 4 minutes to get to Toy Story Mania. Can we do it? Of course we can. With a minute to spare, we are here. Posted wait 35 minutes right now for Toy Story Mania. We're gonna scan in, and we're in. Let's ride Toy Story Mania. Should I follow Quincy's tip and go without the 3D glasses like I did last time? I got a pretty good score, good not great. Why don't I go ahead and try it with the glasses this time and compare to the last time I played when I was here trapped by Sage in Hollywood Studios. I seem to have done worse than ever. Tough decision. I'm having to do Slinky Dog earlier than sunset because of the fact that it's starting to rain. I'm afraid it could close for inclement weather if there does happen to be lightning within a 15-mile radius. So that's what we're going to do now. It's raining a little bit. We're going to do Slinky Dog Dash in the rain. With Rock and Roller Coaster still down, I definitely didn't want to miss out on potentially 2 different rides that we need on our list today to be competitive with ourselves in the past, trying out this new way of rope dropping and strategizing our day. So I went ahead, we were right across the way. I said, let's just get this done and then we can head over to Rock and Roller Coaster, which is right across from where we need to get in line for Fantasmic, our nighttime spectacular. So this is working out well, even though nature is not going to allow us to have our magical sunset ride that I dreamed of for us, but we'll do it another time.
Attention toys! A strong weather front is now approaching Slinky Dog Dash that may force us to suspend trips around the backyard without warning. In the meantime, we will remain operating as long as possible. Please stay tuned for any updates. Thank you.
Please don't do that. Okay, we have been sent to row 1. But it's raining. It's fully raining now. Look how wet he is. Oh no, it's soaking wet in here. All right, here we go. Slinky Dog Dash in the rain. It's really raining. My contact. That was fun. It was definitely a new experience, but it literally hurt my eyeballs. And I was afraid that my contact lenses were not going to be there anymore. Okay, here we go. I threw away my poncho this morning because I forgot to hang it up last time it rained, and it smelled bad. I think I say this every time. This is a problem I have. Somebody message me every day and say, did you hang up your poncho today, Breedlove? I've lost it because I just rode Slinky Dog Dash in the rain, and it was possibly the most fun thing I've ever done. And just a reminder that it's not rain that shuts down outdoor rides, it's lightning. So if there is lightning in the area, that ride's gonna close, because they don't want you to get struck by lightning. And you know what? I appreciate that about Disney. Thanks, Disney. We share some of the same goals and values. One of them being, we both don't want me to get struck by lightning. You know what sounds like a good idea right now? Glazed almonds. How classic, how unique to Hollywood Studios. Let's have some glazed almonds as a snack. Okay, so Rock and Roller Coaster is still showing a little star on the map, which means it's down. So what I think we should do is go watch Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy, which is right next door, and also something awesome to do while you're here in Hollywood Studios. And it's a place to sit down indoors, which will be nice after what we just experienced on Slinky Dog Dash in the rain. The rain is kind of stopping, and it's not supposed to rain again tonight, according to a cast member. I did buy a new poncho, so I'm ready. But let's head over to Lightning McQueen Racing Academy. Sometimes I laugh like Beavis and Butthead. And I can't stop. Okay. They're playing Kenny G out in this courtyard, which means everything's okay. So this way we're literally
on the other side of this wall from the queue for Rock and Roller Coaster. So if it does open, we have no steps to walk to get there, right next door. If it doesn't open, I think we should ride Twilight Zone Tower of Terror for the second time today, because that ride is awesome, and it's also right here, and it's a tough to get Lightning Lane reservation. So let's do it. I bet some people love that because they were born in 1995 and they take pictures in front of it and they post it. And I was born in 1981. And some of you are going, 1995? Whoever that person would be old. And I'm a lot older than that. Oh, it's the moment of truth. Not looking good. I just saw a cast member pop his head out. Nobody is in the queue, but he could be checking to see if they're ready to open. Maybe they got word that they are opening. Maybe I'm just a creep who needs to mind his own business and stop filming cast members over the wall. I'm just walking by. I just saw him from there. But anyway, we're going around this corner and we are going to see what's up. Whoa. Miracle. Things are happening. Miracles are happening. Miracles are happening. It's open. It's open. It's open. It's open.
Miracle. We just experienced a miracle together. Tip. Hang out in the area of the ride. Don't build the rest of your day around waiting for it, but if there's other stuff you can do next door, do it. You just might walk out and be one of the very first people to ride when it opens back up.
Oh my gosh, we're not even stopping for the pre-show. We're walking straight onto the ride. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is so awesome. Oh my gosh. Look, they're waiting for us. Literally just ride vehicles waiting for us to walk around this corner and get on them.
Rock and Roller Coaster. It looks so good right now. They really freshened up the paint, the black light, the UV paint. The black lights are really bright. It looks great. It is starting to rain again. This is going to be an interesting Phantasmic. We will see what happens, but back to Rock and Roller Coaster. It deserves to be talked about more. This is the roller coaster in Disney World that goes upside down. So if that is what distinguishes it as the most thrilling coaster for you, then that's the most thrilling coaster in Walt Disney World. I really love the thrills in Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. That ride doesn't go upside down. This one isn't that intense though, to the point where you feel like you're gonna fall apart at the end. I would still call it an elegant ride and a lot of fun. And that launch at the beginning was pretty revolutionary. It was the first time I ever felt anything like that. So, Rock and Roller Coaster, 1999. Epic. An epic coaster, especially for its time. That onboard sound system. A lot to say about it. People are lining up for Phantasmic, rain or shine, or rain. I think I'm getting the poncho out, and I think we're getting in this line. Here's a tip for you. Always have your poncho ready. So update, I've ended up in trolley car, the Starbucks location in Disney's Hollywood Studios. Uh-oh, I just heard something and then the crowd is dispersing. I need to get confirmation. I think it's not happening. Even though all those people stood out in the rain for all that time, and now it has stopped raining, Phantasmic's canceled. So that's something that happens because I'm experiencing it right now. Don't be shocked if that were to happen to you someday. So if you liked the way this day looked, I say give this a try for yourselves. There is sort of a sporting element.
In just a few minutes, we want you to join us for Disney Movie Magic, a celebration of Disney live-action films. Please note, that for the show, lighting in the area will be reduced.
I was doing our finale spiel thinking it was all over. But once again, Disney movie magic to the rescue. We're seeing a nighttime spectacular in Hollywood Studios tonight, friends. And it's really, really, really great. I love this show. All right, we'll get back to the spiel later. Disney movie magic for the win. That brought us to 23 rides and attractions. That is an incredible day. Rope drop to close. We were able to use 5 Lightning Lane reservations, which we stacked for the end of the day. We used 1 individual Lightning Lane reservation for Rise of the Resistance. So between the $20 that we paid for that individual Lightning Lane and reservation and the $21 we paid for Genie Plus for Disney's Hollywood Studios today, that brings us to $41 that we spent on skipping lines in Hollywood Studios. And you know what? Today, I feel like it was well worth it. Did this video help you feel like you were maybe a little bit closer to being the Disney World expert in your life? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe so we can keep you up to date on all of the latest Disney Parks news so you can continue growing and learning and being the Disney expert in your life. Now, go watch our tips and strategy video for Epcot. See you next time.